Call this chamber to order. Will everyone please rise if you are able as we pledge allegiance to our nation. Let us also remember Mr. Anthony Riccadelli, who passed away this past week. A man many of us will recall with his holiday lights on Farm Circle Road and his commitment to always looking to make East Brunswick a happier, more jolly community. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Ms. Lawful, please call roll and read our statement of adequate notice.
Councilmember Hall. Here. Councilman Wendell. Absent. Councilwoman Winston.
Here.
Councilwoman Zembicki.
Here.
Council President McAvoy.
Here.
Also present, Mayor Brad Cohen.
Here.
Administrator Joseph Crisculo.
Here.
And Township Attorney Anthony Iacoca.
Here.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as required under Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, by specifying the time, date, location, and to the extent known, the agenda, by posting a copy on the bulletin board located in the main lobby of the East Brunswick Municipal Building, providing a copy to the Home News Tribune and the Asbury Park Press newspapers, posting a copy on the Township's website, and by filing a copy in the office of the Township Clerk, which will be entered into the minutes.
Thank you. Council, you have before you Resolution 24-254, adopting our meeting minutes from August 12th, 2024. May I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Is there a need for clarification or correction on these minutes? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Abstain.
Councilwoman Zembicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
Yes. Council, we have ordinance 24-22 for a second reading and public hearing. Am I correct on that? Ms. Lawful, thank you. Ms. Lawful, please read.
An ordinance of the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending Section 3-101.D6, Code of Ethics of the Township Code with regards to the definition of officer.
May I have a motion
So moved.
and a second?
Second.
I'm going to open this ordinance 24-22, open this to the public. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this ordinance? Seeing none, close the public portion. Is there any discussion from council? None the need. Please call roll.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zembicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
Yes. Let's move on to our report section. Mayor Cohen.
Thank you, Council President. I just wanted to point out to everybody here today that if you look at your resolutions in the consent agenda, virtually half of them, almost all of them that have to do with money, are either money that's coming for an application for a grant, it is either accepting a grant, or it's use of money that was obtained through a grant. And so I just wanted to point that out to you and to the public to make them aware that a lot of times they see these big numbers, and really what it is just use of funds that we've been able to derive through grants to be able to enhance the things that we need to do in the township without relying on the public and the use of property taxes to cover a lot of those expenses. So I think we should be happy about that, and the public should be made aware of it. So that's really the only thing I wanted to point out for everyone tonight. Thank you, Council President.
Our business administrator, Mr. Crisculo.
Yes, in continuing on with clarification on the agenda, you see a couple items for purchase by DPW, the wheel loader, and one other item on there. Those funds were appropriated in the budget, and we did our ordinances for bonding and so on with those. So that was part of our normal plan. Just got around to getting those out. The one thing I wanted to mention is, once again, thank the Recreation Department for all the wonderful programs that they've done all summer long. Another concert in the courtyard today. I had the pleasure of attending the movie, The S'mores in the Park, with, I can't thank the Youth Council enough for their volunteerism at that particular night, helping the kids with their s'mores. Also, it was a little chilly that night, so they had a banner night selling their East Brunswick sweatshirts. So there was a lot of people there that didn't realize how cool it was going to get. So it was a good event for the Youth Council as they learned to be getting sales and ordering, and it's part of the process. But the event was wonderful. I would say a couple hundred people there. The movie went off without a hitch. The kids were singing along with, it was something too, but basically sing along. What was that?
Sing to.
Sing to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But the children had a wonderful time. And it's always good when we put on programs and people attended and they're thankful and had a good time. So I know Dinesh was there. I didn't hear him singing, but he was there. And Robert was there and some other staff that just came to be with the community. So I'd like to thank the Rec Department once again.
Thank you. Our attorney, Mr. Anthony Iacoca.
Yes, I have one item on the agenda. I would like to remove the hearing appeal item with regard to the Swan Spa. This matter has been resolved.
Page 5 of 5, you'll find it there. And that would be
It is on,
council on hearing, and
that's correct, page 5 of 5.
that's been removed.
Please,
You got it.
thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else, Mr. Iacoca?
Nothing else, thank you.
Township
Council
Clerk, Ms. Lawful?
And there is nothing to report.
Council boards or committee? Seeing nothing. Let's move on. I will now open the meeting to the public. Township Clerk, Ms. Lawful, will you please read our public comment statement?
The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the council's attention their concerns or comments. In accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A and the East Brunswick Rules of Council, the council asks the public to limit their comments to 5 minutes or less. At the conclusion of the statements or questions from a member of the public, the council president, at his discretion, may choose to respond or not respond.
Thank you. Anyone from the public wishing to address the council? Mr. Ingrasini?
Tom Ingrasani, Deerfield Road. Mr. Mayor, Council, Mr. President. Just two quick questions. Does anybody know when Chick-fil-A will be starting to be built on Route 18?
Just started.
Right.
What?
Mayor Carr?
They just started.
They did start? Oh, okay. And the other thing is, Monday's a holiday next Monday, Labor Day. When will the garbage pickup be picked up?
Thursday.
Thursday, and that's it for the week? No makeup?
Just one pickup that week.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ingrasini. Anyone else wishing to address the town council? If not, we'll close the public portion. Move on to our consent agenda. Ms. Lawful, can you please read our statement on the consent agenda?
Resolution 24-255 through Resolution 24-272. The following items are considered routine and non-controversial items by the Township Council and will be enacted upon by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda to be discussed and voted on, following the approval of the remaining items listed on the consent agenda.
Thank you. Does council need to separate any of the resolutions? No. Okay, seeing none. Can I have a motion for Resolution 24-255 through 24-272?
Motion to approve?
And a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zimbicky?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
Yes, council, we have before us ordinance 24-23. for introduction. Ms. Lawful, will you please read?
A capital ordinance appropriating $450,000 from the Pool Utility Capital Improvement Fund to provide for various pool utility improvements in and by the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey.
May I have a motion to move on this?
So moved.
And second?
Second.
Thank you. Mr. Crisculo, can you please comment and/or clarify?
Sure. We did our capital ordinances for things, I'm sorry, thank you. Capital ordinances for things in a timely fashion. As you recall, we do roads in the fall, that will be coming up shortly, and so on. So now that the Crystal Springs pool season is coming to an end within the week, we are gearing up to work on the water park to ensure the safe operation in the future. So the filtration system for the water park needs to be replaced. This is a capital item. Also, replacement improvements for the water sides and painting of the pool, purchase of improvements to the sound system is also necessary to ensure a safe environment for the people that participate there. And naturally, this comes out of the pool utility. This does not directly charge back to the taxpayers, but the people that patronize the water park.
Thank you, sir. Any discussion from council on this item? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy?
Yes. I didn't mean to move a meeting along at record time here. I didn't mean to.
We're okay with it.
Anything for the good of the cause? I have something. 13 out of 13 of our East Brunswick JV and varsity cheerleaders have been invited to perform at the Disney World in their holiday parade on November 22nd and November 23rd, based on their performance at last week's annual UCA Cheer Camp. Kudos to all of the student athletes and their coaches and the Booster Club, and as always, go Bears.
That's great.
Right. Always from the children through the high school kids, always looking after them. We have a motion to adjourn,
So moved.
and all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Good night now.